Get the industry's official cosign, Cool V. The industry Insomniac, because it ain't official unless you heard the whistle.
Fuck what you heard. Making money moves.
Nigga acts about the Cool V.
Everybody can't do it the way I do it.
Man, you already know what it is. Boy, B.I.G. shine, good music. Finally famous over everything, man. I'm chilling with Cool V's rating next, man. Act like you know something, boy.
You don't need the phone, you got the light, shine bright, no mic, KRS-One, Hakeem about to recite. Do it all day like this. Cool beat it alive in the
Hey, this is Alex Young, and I want to give a big shout out to the industry Insomniac, Mr. Official Whistle.
My bad to the bristle, hat to the rizzle. I'm so official, all I need is a whistle. Yeah. I see you watching me. I think he likes me. I just wanna make you sleep.
She go to work, she go to school. Her body smooth, no tattoos. Type of girl to make your mother feel comfortable.
What up, y'all? It's your girl Canary Diamonds, and it's official. If you want to book me, hit up my big bro, Mr. Official Whistle, Cool V. Thanks for your love.
Me is who they talking about. Tearing down your goals like I'm bringing Daryl Dawkins out. Out with the outlish, in with the new D. All in my zone. I ain't talking about the 2-3.
Suckers suffocate until they faces turn blue. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler.
They ain't understand or fathom my demeanor.
God damn. Yes, I'm just cool like that.
And we back. Yeah, we back.
Wow, that was fast. But speaking of which, shout out, in a lot of Eric Gardner, Mike Brown, all these different situations, you got to be careful of the music you put out. You got to be careful of the image that you put out and the brand that you're trying to represent, because right now things are crazy time. There's so many things going on in this world. I mean, and I'm not saying all cops, because not all cops are bad and they did it, but the problem is that a lot of this stuff is becoming too common. For me, I grew up in the hood, so that was never common for me. I'm used to seeing cops do stuff like that or seeing it, and it's sad.
But
because
that's what's common.
Yeah, most people that grew up in urban environments was privy to this, so we're just like, oh man, was finally hitting social media. It's not nothing new to us, but we have to.
But it still got to be dealt with.
We have to change, and the only thing we can change for it is, all I can say.
And I ain't gonna say, all cops are bad, but when, what I'm saying, those good cops don't do anything to help out, you know what I'm saying? Then they bad cops too.
They gotta get out the game.
They gotta get out the game. What are you in the game for? Why are you?
Listen, my thing is, you gotta remember, because that could be your brother, your sister, your cousin.
You're a public servant.
And
actually, you know what I'm saying? Actually, you're a public servant for real.
It just happened. I can't remember the name of the guy, but it happened to a few undercover cops had got harassed.
Oh yeah, he got jacked up.
Got beat up over, for nothing, and they got a lawsuit about that. And congratulations on the guy. They caught that one guy. It was in Charlotte. You remember the one that was running? I forget his name.
Yeah. Shot the Navy dude, the retired.
Yeah, retired Navy dude, and he won his case. Finally, we got justice.
Well, he's dead though.
Yep. But at least he won, because before they were just filming it.
Yeah, you gonna win when you're dead.
Nah.
Sometimes.
Well, I mean, it's not a win for him, but sometimes in life there's be certain martyrs and certain people that's made an example, whether it's Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, or that gentleman.
And it shows you whether you are violent or non-violent, they still gonna kill you.
Yeah, true. I mean,
whether you in a suit or your pants are hanging down to your ankles, they still gonna kill you.
Yeah. So the bottom line is just don't give them an excuse to act a fool. That's all I got to say on that note, because sometimes we live up into it. I would suggest you have your pants down to your ass when you passing a cop and you're dragging, you're walking, because he's already profiling you. So do your man up and do things better, and don't let people catch you up and get you in that, in that situation. So and also think smart. Matter of fact, I think as a guy made a YouTube video that wrote down and said all the things you can do to know your rights. Please know your rights. Know your rights when cops stop you. And also, it's not what you say, but how you say it. Because sometimes you can say the right thing, but if they say you sound aggressive or too aggressive, then you're caught in the same market. And just like, if they're intimidated. Eric Gardner, he didn't say anything. You saw it. You was saying, I'm just chilling. Or why you bother me? I want to pick up my kids. But because they felt threatened because he was a big guy. They took him out like that, and it's sad because you see that all the time. So I ain't mean to interrupt the interview on that, but I just wanted.
No, that's good. That's just a PSA on a side note. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real talk. You know, because you know what's going down and you ain't blind to it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like everything's happy all 24/7.
If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, and that's one of the things I think that we have to start being in communities. Is more proactive. Stop complaining. Stop moaning about something. Do something. Like, you know, for example, you know, when it was Neely, okay, a young guy by Lee Lawson, he was an autistic dude. He was sitting on the lawn. The cops came, picked him up. He was in jail for almost about 2 years. Me and his mom, and you know, I forget, you know, my man Leroy, you know, he works for the Handicap Foundation. I forget what it is.
Yo, I like that rock. What's that, Tiger Eye?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of the organization because I did it for it, and it's hip hop. It's for crippled people who have, you know, who love hip hop and passion. We just check out Sope's Indie Heat video. It's gonna be under the video. I'll make sure you see that under there.
You're gonna tag us.
Yeah, but him and I and a bunch of other people fought for this young man's freedom who was just autistic. And for me, it became a personal battle when his mom contacted me back when I was doing radio, and I have an autistic nephew. So for me, it was personal, you know, and all I kept thinking about is, what if this was my nephew in a jail cell for just nothing, and, you know, got picked up for that. And there's people, it happens every day. It's a lot of people. I've seen tons of new videos. You can go to YouTube, type in cops, you know, beat up a disabled person, and, you know, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's when you acting a bully and you overdoing yourself and you're doing your job. You're not even doing your job. You're abusing the power that God's giving you, that the city, that where you at, location's giving you. And like I said, from what's the Spider-Man quote? He said, for when you search power, for much power is given, much is required. Right. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's just like that. When you have that power, you know, don't abuse it, because karma gonna come for you. You think you may escape here, you may think you escaped something, but
it might not get you, but it might get somebody in your family that's close to you.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it don't come directly, come indirectly. So you never know what flavor karma gonna serve on you. So it's a dish. It ain't gonna be served warm. It's gonna be cold blooded. So, you know, I've learned, you know, firsthand, man. Me and karma cool. If I ever did anything to anybody, yo, man, I apologize, because I ain't trying to see none of that. So I just try to treat everybody cool. And that's one thing too. Like, I get that a lot of people is like, man, you always smiling, you always happy. Man, listen, God give me breath, He give me life. I'm gonna be smiling, be happy. I got great people around me. It's, you know, you are who you set yourself around. If you choose to be around people that's not cool or that's doing destructive things, you're gonna be pretty much caught in that situation. So choose your people wisely, choose your friends wisely, and choose your network wisely, because even if you're trying to do business, your network is your net worth. Speaking of which, shout out to Miko. Mike mentioned, remember Money and Music, Miko Financial. You know, you've been featured. He has a book out, iPlan, and that's something that I think that we need to start doing, is more knowledge. And the book iPlan is basically a book that helps you get your financial situation together, and it's for families that's trying to, you know, save, you know, retire, or just, you know, trying to get your financial life right, you know. And he gives a lot of insight, a lot of good stuff. He actually got a quote of mine in it where I say, I was saying basically, you know, if you don't make a deposit, don't expect a withdrawal. And what I mean by that is, I see so many people expecting, especially when it comes to the music industry. You'll see artists, yo, Sope, do my video, can you hook me up? Or they hit me up, yo, V, I want you to do promotions for me for free, do my marketing. Yo, bottom line is this, you wouldn't go in McDonald's and ask them the same thing. You won't go in, we just independent, you know, businesses trying to pay for our brand, and our brands ain't free. All his video equipment ain't free. You know, all my equipment to do marketing, or whether I'm DJing or producing, none of that's free. And time is money. The bottom line of it, you was just about to go right there with you. Time is money. So if we're wasting time on you, that's time we can spend on an actual paying client. So respect everybody's brand. I don't care if they're a model, if they're a singer, if they're a dancer, if they own a small, especially small businesses. We have a bad habit of not supporting small businesses and going to the bigger, larger consumer, because it may be 20 cents more. Sometimes it's 20 cents worth it, because that may be a business that may stay in your neighborhood. Those big businesses are going to stay for until they drain all the money, and they're going to leave out your neighborhood, whereas those mom and pop shops stay forever. So always support them, man. I mean, because they go hard. You never know the struggles that they go through. And then on top of that too, sometimes you see people They have mom and pop, and you want the mom and pop shop to give you a bigger discount than you give Walmart. You don't walk in Walmart asking for discounts. Why you asking?
Nah. But let me say, it's some mom and pop shops
that abuse it.
That abuse it, and you be like, where is the service? That's why I go to these other stores.
You know what? and I was just about to go there. And for the mom and pop shops that do abuse it, this is a marketing tip for you. Basically, you are your brand. As soon as they walk into your store, that every minute is a memory of what they're gonna know and attach to the name your store or whatever store your name is, and they're gonna tell everybody, don't go there, I went there, they suck, or this, that, and the third. But if you come in and you give outstanding service, matter of fact, a good one would be Ethereal Cupcake. Okay, shout out to Lorenzo and his wife and the whole, Ethereal Cupcake Face is right there, located in the town center. Beautiful business. As soon as you walk in, man, the service is immediate. They have very respectful. It's a nice place, a great environment, and a great atmosphere. People look for atmosphere. Just like Stella's Coffee House, Stella's Coffee Cafe over there on Ghent Street. Big shout out to Stella, the husband, man. Y'all awesome. I mean, they have a great atmosphere. Atmosphere is everything. If you provide an atmosphere for somebody and make them feel at home, they'll come back. They'll come back. It's not really so much about prices, because sometimes people pay. Just like, why do you wear name brand clothes? You wear it because the quality of the clothes. The
quality of the clothes.
And if the quality of your, establishment matches the name of your brand, then people gonna come back, and that's simple and plain. And nobody wanna come to a bad where you walk in. Like, that's one thing I hate about a lot. Like you said, I'm with you on that. You'll walk into a mom and pop shop and you see some dude come in slow or somebody. What you want? What you want? Whatever happened to hello, sir, man, may I help you? You know what I'm saying? And then also, show us. Tell me your specials. I don't know your specials. I've never been in your spot before. That's the difference. When you see these major brands, they spend billions of dollars on
advertisement and marketing.
And when you walk in, you'll see this sale here, and you'll see the sale on social networks. A lot of you small businesses don't believe in social networks, and you wonder why your store is closing in 2 weeks. People don't have the time to just come to your store. This is a generation, we all live on a hip. Everybody got a phone. I know when I hooked up with Sope, he was on his phone, I was on my phone. So everything is done through the phone now. Pretty soon it ain't even gonna be computers, it's gonna be through your phone. You're gonna punch your phone up, boom, the computer gonna pop up. You seen the new technology they have where they're visual computers now that it comes out.
I see stuff on your wrist.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, your wrist. So it's gonna be, everybody's not gonna be sitting at home. And so the bottom line is, if you don't go to your consumer, they're not coming to you. Point blank, you gotta invite them in. Nobody's gonna just barge in. It's like, when the last time somebody just barged in your house? They knock on the door, you let them in. Same thing with a business. You got to be welcoming. When somebody comes in, you have to let them in and welcome them in, as opposed to just taking their money or their business for granted. That's one thing I would say, whether it's a small business, whether it's Sope doing his videos, whether it's me doing marketing, or any other talent, or any other person that's a professional, respect our time, because time is money, and we put in a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. I'll say this to y'all, nothing over here came easy. Everything I've ever got, I've worked for. Sope can tell you, man, back before the video generation, me and Sope was on the road going to mall and pawn shop. It wasn't a spot you went to, no matter where you was at, you saw something from me. You saw something from Sope's brand. If you was in Atlanta, there's no way you couldn't have seen Indie Heat TV. If you was in upstate, if you was in Canada, if you was in New York, if you was in Chicago, you saw Indie Heat TV. Same thing with me. You saw me with all mixed up DVDs. You see me and my man, L. Perkins everywhere. There's a lot of people copying the brand we did and we started, but we was the first ones out there doing it. Just like a lot of different mixtape DJs. A shout out to original cats that's been doing the things out here for years, whether it's been my man DJ Wiz, whether it's been DJ Juice, whether it was Tony Touch, whether it was Craig G, whether it was Dirty Harry, I mean, Ron G, the list goes on. These people was in brands, and DJ Clue, can't forget Clue, they was in brands way before, stores, the internet. So we didn't have the internet back then. What we had was magazines. So you went to the Source, you went to Rap Sheet, you went to all these different places to find out about who's the next artist and everything else. Now it's on the internet. You just go to YouTube, boom, a million new cats pop out. And see, that's the difference now. If on YouTube, they'll have a million songs and a million different artists. What would make me pick you out of the million artists and different songs that's out there? Exactly. So you got to know your brand and set something up different, man. And then you also got to be on your hustle and grind. Case in point, when Sope called me, I was in the middle of me, said, dead serious. It happened just like this. I'm in the middle of a meeting, boom. Yo, what up, V? I'm up here now. What's up? Boom. All right, Sope, I'll be there in a minute. Boom, done. It was done. It was we didn't plan, we didn't have that's sometimes life come at you like that. If you want opportunity, you gotta be prepared for it, and that means at all times. So as soon as he said go, I'm here. Bang. And if you notice, as soon as we started, as soon as I walked on the beach, this cat had the interview already popping off. I ain't even get a chance to pound him yet. I was like, yo, Sope, boom. As you see clearly if you're watching the video, that I ain't even get a chance to even pop. It was just immediate. He doesn't play. Sope is boom, get it. And that's how a lot of professionals and, industry people are. It's just being at the right place at the right time. And even, a lot of times people feel like, okay, well, I'm going to school. Going to school is great. You need your education, you need your degrees, but also remember this, you have to be prepared for opportunity, because I know a lot of people with degrees that's working at Walmart, that's working at,
and the kids are the future,
spots.
man.
Yeah, so, and the only reason why they're not really getting out there is because while they was going to school, they never took time to grow their network. They didn't do voluntary jobs. They didn't go and find out what was out in their market. They just took it for granted and said, well, as soon as I graduate, the job's gonna be waiting for me. And if you don't believe me, just go look on the internet, look on YouTube, look at different social networks, and you will see there's tons of places that don't have that, that people are out of job, that's out of work. As a matter of fact, we just got out of recession. We're still in a recession. There's always been a recession for people who's been in the hood. So
exactly.
And the only difference between the people who had the recession in the hood is that was their hustle. Either you ate, you hustled, you did something, or you starved. It's as simple as that. Remember it was a saying: if you don't work, you don't eat.
Yeah, you don't work, you don't eat, baby.
That's business in general. So cutting it short, man. That's just something I think that we need to start doing more. Is just doing our research, being proactive, and then plan. Faith without works is dead. I see a lot of people always talk about they believe in their brand. You don't believe in your brand if you don't want to pay for your brand. You don't invest in your brand. You don't invest time. You don't invest money. You don't invest energy connecting with people, and you don't promote your brand. Your brand, like I see people that think, like, case in point, I knew a few models, and it was a model that hit me up on one of the social networks, and she was saying, she was complaining why she didn't blow up or what happened with her. And this is, the sad part is that we just have to change what we do, because she's an awesome model, and I'm not going to put people's name or their business out there because that's personal. I would just say that, she was really seriously trying to get her brand out there, but, she's partying Monday through Fridays. Every other month or every 2 or 4 or 5 months. Yeah, that B is huge.
Trying to get some camera time.
Yeah, he was on it. It'd be easy. But anyway, but like, it was basically, she didn't promote her brand and then got mad. She thought photographers needed to shoot her for free. She thought that people was gonna do everything for free for her. And then when dudes was hitting her up saying, hey, yo, chick, let me get this, it always come with a price. So represent yourself. That way nobody can devalue. They cannot, downgrade your product, and then they have to give you respect, but you have to earn it. It doesn't come out. Only reason why, case in point, like this interview with Sope right now, reason why I got the respect is I've been rocking with this guy for years. Keep seeing the consistency. We've been doing a lot of projects. We've worked together and done a lot together so far. I was pushing out and promoting the artists. Wouldn't be a lot of artists that you would even see if Sope wasn't, if Indie Heat didn't touch it, or if I didn't touch it, and other people. I'm not the only, I see plenty other brands way besides Cool V, you know what I'm saying, and aka Mr. Official Whistle, Vibes. Plenty of people out there that's doing their things. But at the end of the day, you have to make yourself known. Nobody's going to just do it for you. Ain't nothing coming to you no more. So if you think you graduate, you got a degree, and the job going to just whoop, it ain't happening no more. If you think that you're talented, you just put your video up on YouTube, you're gonna blow up. Ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
You have to become a brand, and then also respect your team. That's another thing. So we talked about. All right, I'm gonna go back to that.
Make sure your team is riding for you, and not when you have it all, but when you don't have it all. Yeah. And rolling with you and pushing you out there.
And vice versa. You respect your damn team. You know what I'm saying?
Respect your team, because they ain't got to do nothing.
People want to act like they're kings and sit on a pedestal, and they want everybody to be worker bees. No, everybody want to be a boss. I treat everybody like a boss. I don't have no worker bees, and I don't even have no fans. I have extended family. I got loyal family that's been supporting me for years, man. I don't look at nobody because, hey, I'm just a regular Joe. I do the same thing everybody else do. Sope is a regular Joe. We carry ourselves like that. And, we don't have to talk our talent and our skills and our accomplishments speak for itself. You know what I mean? If you don't believe me, go to my LinkedIn, look at the references, look at some of the things I've done, and it speaks for itself. I don't really want to do all that, this is what I do. I mean, and remember, nowadays, this industry, and not just in general, everything has become a show and tell thing. You know what I'm saying? I remember before.
Exactly. But it's always been like that. You got to show and prove.
Yeah, but I'm talking about people more talking. I ain't talking about work.
They got some game. There's some people that got game now.
Who will call you and you'll have a 2-hour lecture about nothing. You waste time. Time is money. I ain't got no time to be talking no cats about nothing unless you talking break. It's like this. I'm PayPal blind. If my PayPal ain't ringing, don't come singing. And I mean by that is that. I'm sorry. I love and I respect it. I like to help people's brands. But first of all, I'm one person, not a million people. So I provide customized service to people. So that means that I have to get to know whoever I'm with and have to believe in that brand. If I don't believe in you, I'm not going to push you. Why push something I don't believe in? That's like me telling you, taste this, man, eat this cake. And I don't eat it and it's nasty and it's dry and it's stale. Why would I make somebody else eat it? So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to push what I believe in, because if I do that, then the next time I tell you, yo, taste this cake, you're going to say, hey, it's delicious. But if I serve you some crap, you're going to say, man, I don't want nothing be getting me, man. That dude give me this nasty food, man. He recommended this cake and it was dry, blah, 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 you know. And that's how life is, though. So you got to watch what you do, watch how you present yourself, and also respect the people around you. I can't even say that much more. You got to really respect the people around you. People don't do that no more.
We're going to sign out.
Done.
Holla.
Cool.